Hello, friends. Welcome to another live session with me, Meeta, your love and intimacy coach. I do this so that you can learn, you can adapt, you can work on your relationships, you can make them deeper, you can work on your intimacy, on your personal connections, on your personal bond, on your desires, on your passion and on your feelings. So that is the journey that we are taking as I do a live session every single day so that you keep working on your relationships and be happy. So, today I'm going to cover an important topic, which is building connections from scratch in the world of intimacy. Now, imagine crafting a masterpiece without a solid canvas. So, intimacy is the canvas of your relationships, and today I will guide you through the art of starting from scratch. Point one, understanding the essence of intimacy. So, let's kick off by understanding what intimacy truly means. It's not just about the physical closeness, it is about the emotional, spiritual, intellectual connection that you have. It is about being vulnerable, it is about shared experiences, and it is that glue, that gum that binds relationships together, making them resilient and deeply fulfilling. Think about a moment when you felt truly connected with someone, be it a friend, family, or a partner, maybe. What made that moment special? Can you recollect that? That essence is what we are aiming to recreate and amplify. So, that is the crux of the thing that you need to build that kind of connection where you feel so close with that person. Point two, breaking free from old patterns. Now, I used to follow a certain approach. Let's call it X. Okay. And it's an idea that there's one size fits all. But every person is unique. Every circumstance, every connection is unique. So the X was limiting the potential for genuine, authentic connections by imposing rigid expectations. So, um imagine it was like, trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. That is what was following this set pattern. So I broke that pattern. I tried something new. I worked on my relationship. I said that, okay, this thing which I keep repeating and which I try to do, which all of us do. We all have habits. We are creatures of habits. We have a certain way of doing certain things. We have our own patterns. We have our own limitations. But when you break out of that, when you try something new, that is when intimacy can be developed. Because maybe with something that you've been doing, it has not been working. So you need to break that old pattern, which hinders that natural flow of connection. Point number three, embracing individuality and authenticity. So instead of following predefined methods, let's celebrate individuality. Embrace your unique qualities and encourage your partner also to do the same. Authentic connections stem from genuine, unfiltered expressions. Let me share a personal story with you. A few um, a few years ago, I found myself in a new friendship, and I was determined to present the best version of myself, the one I thought people wanted to see. But as we all know, life has a way of exposing our vulnerabilities. So one day, Amidst a casual conversation, my friend asked me a simple question which caught me off guard. And instead of crafting a polished response, I decided to be honest. I chose honesty at that moment. I shared a struggle that I was facing, a fear that had been lingering in the background of my life. And it was a moment of raw authenticity. And I felt exposed, wondering if I had shared too much, how she would respond, what would she think about me, would she judge me? And to my surprise, my friend's response wasn't judgment or any kind of distance. It was just empathy and understanding. She too had faced a similar challenge, which I did not know anything about. And in that vulnerability, our connection deepened. It wasn't the glossy, picture perfect version of myself that brought us closer. It was that genuine imperfection of me. From that day forward, our friendship became a lot stronger, where we could share our fears, our dreams, and everything in between. It taught me that authenticity is powerful and it has the power to build bridges and create bonds that are real. Point number four, the power of active listening. Intimacy starts with truly hearing one another. Active listening is very important as it involves not just hearing the words, but understanding the emotions that are flowing with the words. It's a skill that transforms ordinary conversations into moments of um, profound connection. You know, let me share another experience. Several months back, I was navigating a particularly challenging situation. Um, it was a feeling of mixed emotions that were difficult to articulate. And in the midst of all that, a friend just sat down with me, put away her phone, and she gave me her undivided attention. As I poured out my thoughts and feelings, she didn't interrupt or offer any advice or any solutions. She just simply listened to me, not just with her ears, but with her heart. In that moment, I felt a profound sense of being seen and heard. It was as if my words mattered, my emotions were valid, and I wasn't just alone in my struggles. That act of active listening created a space where I felt understood and supported. Now envision creating this experience for others. Imagine a world where we genuinely listen to one another, where conversations are moments of connection. It's a powerful gift that we all can share with each other, a gift of being fully present for someone else. In those moments, we not only hear their words, but we also understand the emotions behind them, which helps us to create deeper connections and a sense of genuine belonging. Point number five, cultivating emotional intelligence. To build connections, we need to understand and navigate emotions, not only ours, but even the others' emotions. So, emotional intelligence is the compass that guides us through the intricate landscape of human connections. Let me share another personal reflection. A while back, I found myself in a situation where emotions were running high and a potential conflict was on the horizon. Um, Instead of reacting impulsively, I took a moment to pause and reflect on the emotional landscape. I realized that acknowledging those emotions which were at play was crucial to finding a common ground. So, in that instance, emotional intelligence became the guiding force for me. I approached the conversation with empathy, recognizing and validating the other person's feelings also before delving into the issue at hand. So, by acknowledging their emotions, I demonstrated genuine understanding, which created a space for open communication. What transpired was just transformative. The conflict was dissolved, it was replaced by a shared understanding. That experience taught me the power of emotional intelligence in resolving conflicts and deepening connections. It goes beyond words, it's about recognizing the emotional nuances, feeling that empathy, and ultimately strengthening the bonds that we share with others. So that is what I did, and it was really life transforming for me. It was a relationship with a friend, and we were on a bad note. But just because I applied emotional intelligence and I just did not just blurt everything out and had the patience to even understand what the other person felt, I was able to even form a deeper connection with that person. So, these are the five important points that you need to follow to start your journey on intimacy. Point number one is understanding the essence, what intimacy is all about. Point number two is breaking out of old patterns and maybe trying something new. Point number three is the power of um, embracing individuality and being more authentic. Point number four is the power of active listening. And point number five is cultivating emotional intelligence. So, there you have it, my friends. I hope you have imbibed something from this live session. We have embraced the beauty of authentic connections. You need to remember that intimacy is a continuously ever evolving journey, and each connection is a masterpiece in the making. So, as you keep working on your relationship, it will keep evolving. Now, I want to hear from you. Share in the comments your experiences with building connections. What are the challenges that you have faced? How do you overcome them? Let's create a space for learning and growing together. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's have more people following us. Share this video with someone who you think might need it or who is just starting their journey of intimacy. And I shall see you again tomorrow. Till then, take care and keep working on your intimacy.